Well, we're standing in front of a freshly painted home, and with me is Dave. He's with CertaPro Painters, and wow, what a transformation this home took. And we had that old gray, bluish color. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's an amazing difference, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It's like a brand new home.
It is. And this home's what, about 20 years old, you said?
Yeah, it's right, 18, 20 years old.
Unreal. Well, it sure looks great. You guys did a great job. Of course, you had challenges, which we have with every home improvement project. And I guess the first challenge was color.
Right.
Tell me about how you went through the process of selecting these
Well,
colors.
Gary, a lot of homeowners right now are deciding to stay where they're at. They're not looking to move. They want to stay where they're at and make their existing home look new. Sure. That's the case with this customer here. They called us up. They said, hey, we want to get some new color, but we don't really know how to go about picking it. Well, that's where our company is a really nice fit, because we come in and we offer a free color consultation with a professional designer.
Very good.
And what she does is she comes out and she sits down with the homeowner, and she actually works with the homeowner to go through and draw out like the brick mortar colors, things with the background and landscaping that most of us don't think of.
Well, I'll tell you what, they look good, and you used 3 colors, but you also had some challenges. Wood windows. Tell me about the windowsills there.
Yeah, a lot of these homes, Gary, in the Cincinnati area, they have the wooden windowsills. And the thing that homeowners don't understand is if you don't keep painting your home on a cycle of 5 to 7 years, what will happen is the water and the exposure will rot out the wood. So
Bay windows, same problem?
Bay windows, same problem. We had to replace windowsills and some of the soffits on this home.
Now, you also had problems with the columns, and you ended up, because of the lack of maintenance that the homeowner had, actually ended up having to replace the columns.
That's correct, Gary. What we did is when the estimator came out to do the estimate, we realized there was some wood replacement. We had a carpenter come out and give them a bid. What he does is, like, a lot of homeowners might not know what needs to be replaced, what can be repaired.
And you handle all that?
We handle all of that for the customer.
All right.
He comes out and looks at the whole job.
Well, let's talk about the side of the home. The garage door, this looks beautiful. You painted this also?
Yes, we painted the garage door, painted the whole side of the house.
And I see some siding, and a lot of us may be tackling that project of painting, and I'm sure you had to do some preparation work on this wood siding. Could you walk me through that?
Yeah, sure, Gary. What we do first is that when the crew gets out, the first thing we do is power wash the entire house. And a lot of people don't understand. They think that that's going to maybe cause some damage. We have a trained power washer, and what he does is just wash all of the excess dirt and accumulation that gets 7 or 8 years is a long time. It needs to be washed off.
Well, you said the key, and that is a trained professional power washer, because you can cause damage if you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
How about this door? This had a big gap between the wood jamb and the brick sill. You take care of all that at CertaPro Painters also.
What we did here, Gary, there was an extra wide gap, so what we had to do is we filled it in with that foam insulation first, cut off the face of it, and then we put a product called Stampede, which is made to adhere to the brick.
That's a urethane, isn't it?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. So it's got good expansion. Well, you guys do a good job and also use good products.
Yeah, we do.
All right, well, let's take a look at the back of the house. Now back here, Dave, you can really see the use of the 3 colors. The door, do you remember what the color that was?
Yeah, that was called a Renwick olive.
Renwick olive, okay. And the siding?
The siding is a latte.
And the trim?
That was a softer tan, all Sherwin-Williams products. And we used Duration paint on this job.
Boy, that's great stuff too. Now, we had some issues here, again, with maintenance. Let's talk about the issue we had with the door.
Yeah, with the door, Gary, a lot of the homeowners, again, like with the windowsills, what happens is that's an area where the rain comes down, bounces off of the ground and hits up on the door frame. If you don't keep that protected, it will rot out, and you'll have an added expense of replacing that. And as you can see, it's a difficult place to work with.
Sure, and you did replace a couple things. You replaced the windowsills.
Yes.
And also the soffit areas, right?
That is correct. On the back of this home, we replaced this windowsill here, as well as this one over here, and then 2 areas of the soffit.
Now, you do take care of all this, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
Everything, one phone call takes care of the whole thing with CertaPro.
I do like that. And, you know, it does take a professional. I notice over here we have a little roof, and then we have siding above it.
Right.
That's a tough task for a do-it-yourselfer to tackle.
Yeah, you don't want to get up there, Gary. If you don't know what you're doing on that roof, it's slanted, your ladder's not made for that. You need the proper equipment in order to do that job safely.
Very good, very good. Now, gutters. I know a lot of gutters are aluminum now, and they come in matching colors, but my experience is over the years, they get pretty shaky at best. And I notice you painted these, so you can paint the gutters and the downspouts?
Yes, Gary. A lot of the time, the gutters, they'll just get a natural dirt stain to them. A lot of homeowners think when we come out to power wash, that's going to take care of that. It doesn't. It gets right into that factory finish. Gutters are actually painted at the factory. And what happens over time, that paint breaks down. When we come out, the acrylic paints that are made today, 9 times out of 10, we paint the gutters so that the entire home looks new.
All right, well, if we have you enticed about painting the inside, the outside of your home, commercial, residential, you can call CertaPros. How do we get them started?
Well, you can either go to our website, Gary, you can just call us on the phone. What that does is we set up an appointment from that point and take over from there.
Very good, thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you.